So on Tuesday this week, the Archbishop of Canterbury announced that churches could no longer meet together for public acts of worship. And over the last 48 hours, loads of people have been coming to me and saying, does that mean that your church is shut then? And I guess the answer to that question is it depends on your point of view. If you think that church is a building, and we've got a beautiful building here at Holy Trinity, then I guess to some degree, yes, we are shut. We can no longer meet together to worship. However, if you think like me, that church is so much more than the building, that church is actually about the people, then we are still very much open. In fact, we are more open for business now than we perhaps have ever been. And that business that we're involved with now is all about serving the local community. It's about looking after each other, and especially it's about making sure that the vulnerable and the elderly and the sick are looked after. It seems to me that this was what Jesus did 2,000 years ago, and it's what Jesus would expect us, his church, to be doing right now, especially during this time of crisis. Yesterday, I put an appeal out for volunteers. We are putting together a community volunteer database, and there has been a fantastic response. Thank you to everybody who has got back to us and offered their help. We are going to need many more volunteers though to get us through these next few weeks. And so if you've not already volunteered and you are under 70, you are fit, you are healthy, then we would love to hear from you. Please email our church office because we want to organise a really safe, sustainable, coordinated response to the need within our own community. The people of Idle and Thackley have really risen to the challenge, but we need more volunteers, so please get in touch if you're able to help. There's basically 5 things I want to mention in this little message. The first thing is about volunteering. If you've not yet volunteered, then please do get in touch. We would love to hear from you. The second thing is about staying safe. It's really important that you and your family follow all the official advice about staying safe, all the stuff about social distancing, self-isolation, shielding, all that stuff. Really important that we do that. Thirdly, really important that we avoid stockpiling in our supermarkets. This has become a massive problem, and it's temptation for all of us. We're all anxious, we're all fearful, but the stockpiling is really causing a lot of problems. There's loads of stuff, there's more than enough stuff to go around, but the stockpiling is causing supply chain problems. So please avoid stockpiling in our supermarkets. Fourth thing is, let's really start to look out for our neighbours, especially our elderly neighbours and those who live alone. It doesn't take much, literally a knock on the door, looking through the window, just checking that somebody's doing okay will mean so much to people at this particular time. And finally, the fifth thing, please make sure that you stay in touch. We're going to be releasing plans in the next 48 hours for what the official response is going to look like. We're going to be doing that on Facebook, by email, on our website. So please make sure that you keep in touch and you know what we're doing here in this local community. The Archbishop 2 days ago said that he needed us, the church, to be a different kind of church. And so this is day 2 of Holy Trinity being a different kind of church. And so we're going to be doing regular messages. I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow on day 3 of being a different sort of church, and we'll have more information for you then. But until then, stay safe, and may God's love, God's peace, God's blessing be with you and all your family at this time. See you tomorrow.